Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much for joining this video presentation. It's such an honor to speak in front of you. First of all, Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin, to the most graceful and the most merciful, praise Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for the guidance the researcher for finishing this final assignment. Secondly, the Honorable Mr. Acep Haryudin MPD as my first supervisor and Mr. Yana SPDM whom as my second supervisor who have guided and encouraged me to finishing and complete my final assignment. Before begin the presentation, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Siti Annissatul AZIZA with students ID 16220084. This video is to fulfill requirement for my final assignment for Sarjana Pendidikan Degree. In this occasion, I would like to present my final assignment entitled Teachers Questioning Strategies During Classroom Interaction, Descriptive Study of the 10th grade students at Miftahul Ulum Islamic School. This research consists of background of the research, objectives of the research, research methodology, result, and conclusion. The first chapter of the research is background. Question is one of the most important tools in guiding and extending students' learning. It can help the teachers develop their own strategies to improve the students' work and thinking. Questioning strategy is most effective when it allows students to become fully involved in the learning process, and students would be motivated in learning activity. But in reality, most questions asked are not based on the real needs or interests of either teachers or students. Next, objectives of the research. The first one, to know teachers' types of questioning strategies in teaching English at Miftahul Ulum Islamic School. Second, to find out the student responses towards the teacher's questioning strategies. Third, to find out the reasons why the English teacher used questioning strategies during the classroom interaction at Miftahul Ulum Islamic School. Next, research methodology. In this paper, this research used descriptive qualitative research method, that very common procedure for conducting research in many disciplines, including education, psychology, and social science. The method of this research is used to get a systematic, factual, and accurate overview information. Finding and discussion. 3 meetings were well conducted where consists of several questions asked and question strategies. There are 3 types of questioning strategies. One is procedural questions, or sometimes called how questions. The questions like, have you done your homework? Or can we start it now? Or do you like playing football? The questions like that, it's called procedural questions. And the second one is convergent questions, or we call it closed questions. Convergent question is question that generally require one correct answer. This type of question are useful for determining facts that have only correct answer, that have only one correct answer. And the third one is divergent question or open question, which means the answer to this question can vary and can be numerous because of their open and broad nature. In the first meeting, the teachers used procedural question types. In the second meeting, the teacher used convergent question types, and in the third meeting, the teacher used divergent question type. while giving the questions was find out. In asking procedural question, there are three techniques: following up students' responses, using questions that encourage wide students' participation, and encouraging students' questions. In asking convergent questions, the number of techniques are more variable. There are adapting questions on students' ability level, asking questions logically, asking questions on variety of levels, following up at students' level, giving students time to think when responding. It's an important technique, and use questions that encourage wide students' participation. In asking divergent question, there are only three techniques: asking question logically and on variety of levels, and following up the student response. In asking divergent questions, the technique of each question is quite same. In other words, the technique that is used on every question is same. Positive responses occur from the students when the teacher uses questioning strategies in the classroom during interaction. It can be concluded that most of the students feel helped when the teacher asks directly and given time to remember the material. Most of the students feel fun, and the teachers use mixed language between English language and Indonesian language. And the last of finding and discussion is the reasons why the teacher used questioning strategy during the classroom interaction. The teacher A says she just wants to know how the students' responses and how far the students' comprehensions and knowledge during the learning process. And the teacher B says she wants to know comprehension of the students understand about the lesson, and to make the students can listen to the teacher, because sometimes there are students who play around. So the teacher be using questioning strategies in the classroom. The last one is the reasons from the teacher C. The teacher C thinks that the question asked can be used as one to stimulate students' mind in communication and can function to encourage the students to be involved directly as discussed at that time. There is conclusion. The teachers of 10th grade students at Miftahul Ulum Islamic School use all the types of questions: procedural, convergent, and divergent questions. Most of the questions were given to engage students in teaching material is convergent question. In asking kinds of questions, the teacher used 7 types of questioning techniques: adapt questions on students' ability level, ask questions logically, ask questions on variety of levels, follow up students' response, giving the students time to think while responding, use questions that encourage wide students' participation and encourage students' question. The students and teachers gave positive response toward the use of questioning strategies during classroom interaction. It can be concluded that most of the students feel helped when the teacher asks directly and given time for remember the material. The reasons why the English teachers use questioning strategies are to know comprehension of the students understand about the lesson, to make the students can listen to their teacher during the lesson, and the teacher thinks that The questions asked can be used as one to stimulate students' mind in communicating and can function to encourage the students to be involved as discussed at that time. That's all I could deliver about my final assignment. I am so sorry if there are any mistake in delivery. Thank you so much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.